You always have to remember that it's for you.
Yes.
Even though they're your accountability partner and it's going to feel good when they're like, yeah, you did it. Great job.
Yeah. We'll be here for you.
For you.
For you.
And for us.
And for us.
And for me.
And for me too.
Yes.
Wow. High five. I need a patio. Give me a drink and give me a patio.
It's literally our excuse for everything.
Everything.
Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Okay. Do we start?
Can you
Okay.
believe we're here?
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. Look at how beautiful this is. We have put so much work into just being here right now. And that's so crazy to think.
Like working over our anxiety, I feel like is what step one.
We're going to work through the anxiety here, live, right
yeah.
now.
Oh, that's so
you guys get
true.
to experience us
Yes.
overcoming anxiety.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this? Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Oh my god.
I'm like equally as excited as I am nervous.
Nervous, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so too.
Well, you guys, welcome to
That Good Vibe podcast.
Oh my god. That is the first time we said it, and we said it without any hiccups. High five.
Oh yeah. High five. Oh, there we go.
And we killed it.
All of our high fives today have not been great.
They have not been
thank God that one was
going
for you guys.
well. I am so excited. I know you are too, that you guys are here watching, listening to this amazing fun podcast. We have been planning this for months now.
Oh yeah.
And we're finally here. It might be a little bit of a train wreck for a while, so
It
bear
will
with
be.
us.
It's fine. It will be. But
We have our nice little alcoholic beverages in here.
here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's so delicious.
Mine looks like water, but it's not.
I like how mine has this pink.
The pink and
it's
purple
like,
are
it's
going
totally
together.
like theme brand on. Yeah. Really, really love it.
So cute.
Okay. Well, hello. Let us introduce ourselves.
Okay.
People need to know who the fuck we are.
Okay, you go first.
So I'm Megan. I am 29 years old, and I am obsessed with personal growth. But not only just personal growth, like the grace that comes along with it, because we're humans and we fuck up and we fall over and we fail. So you got to give yourself grace while you're growing, but still try to grow. So that's me.
Okay, well, I'm so glad you're here and we're both working on things. I am Jordan. I'm 26 and I'm just striving to be the best version of myself, like physically and mentally. And
I love that.
we're going to be here trying to figure it all out with you guys and with each other. So this is going to be a journey.
This is going to be probably one of the biggest journeys of our lives.
I think so too.
We are about to enter a huge growth spurt in our life. It's going to be scary. It's going to be messy. It's going to be fun. Laughter, cries, love, frustration. We have told each other we are calling each other out on our bullshit.
Oh, yes. Kind of scared for that, but
Kind of scared for that.
It
I'm
has
like,
to happen.
when people call me out, I'm like, ooh, no, don't. I can call you out, but don't call me
Yeah,
out.
no kidding.
Ouch. So we are really excited. So in today's episode, as the first episode, we are just kind of do a get to know us type of episode. We'll ask each other a couple little questions, personal questions about our lives and who we are. And then we are going to share with you guys what you can expect in the podcast going forward, because we have a lot of really fun, cool topics to talk about.
I am so stoked.
Yeah, and some really fun little segments. And
Yeah.
most importantly, we want to hear from you guys. If you are loving this podcast, I want you guys to follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, share, all the social media things out there. But most importantly, comment on YouTube so we can see and have actual conversations with you guys and feel like you guys are sitting in the room next to us.
Yes, exactly. Like, we want all you guys to be here with us, but you're not, so that's fine. Physically, anyways.
Spiritually, you're here.
Spiritually, yes. But we want you to either be on a hot girl walk or, like, sitting on your couch and in your comfy clothes with a glass of wine, or, you know, whatever makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. And because we're going to get into the like nitty gritty of how to become the best version of yourself. And so, yes.
We can't wait. Okay, so first little thing is, who are we? Well, I'm going to ask you. I want to know what your favorite genre of music is, who your favorite artist is in that genre, and what your favorite song of that artist is.
Okay, I love a little pop, a little rap, you know, a little
Ooh.
Post Malone.
Ooh, the song Chemicals melt me away.
Honestly, all of his songs I am obsessed with. And if any of them comes on at any time of the day, like, you know, I'm going to be in a good mood. And the one that I absolutely love is Circles, which is like a little older, but just like so fucking good. And I'm so excited to see him in concert whenever that is.
Yeah,
But,
I think
yeah.
I'd like to see Post Malone. You know, I didn't love Post Malone for a long time because I thought he was like too rappy. But then when I started to listen to his music a bit more, I'm like, hold up. You've got like emotion and intensity and rap and
Yes.
like a
Yes.
little bit of everything
Yes.
in there. And
Mhm.
that's kind of what I like. So
You know-
he's growing on me.
What is so funny is I saw him opening up for Justin Bieber like 10 years ago. Okay.
Like Baby JB.
Yep. And he opened up, and I thought this man, like Post Malone on stage, was the scariest man I've ever seen.
With all the face
The
tattoos.
face tattoos, the hair was in multiple braids, and he's white, right? So just like, I don't know. I was just like, who is this like sketchy ass dude singing on stage? And the only song that I knew like of him, like I've never seen him before, but I've heard White Iversion.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay, so he was playing that, and I was like, okay, all right, like we're getting down, okay, but I'm still just like, you look so creepy. I don't know if I like you.
I'm only here for JB.
Yeah, honestly,
Like little
Yeah.
16-year-old Jordan
Yeah.
is just like, I love you, Justin.
yeah. And now I'm like, oh my god, Post Malone.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to ask that question to myself.
Oh,
And
okay.
if anybody knows me, they would already know this answer as to
We know. We already know.
why don't you go ahead and tell the audience who my favorite artist is?
Oh well, I don't know. Maybe it starts with a little T.
And ends with a little
L
swizzle.
Swift.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You guys, I live, breathe, and die Taylor Swift. Did I get
She
Taylor's
does.
Eras tours tickets? No.
I was so
Ticketmaster
mad. She's
ate me
mad.
alive in there. I'm very, very mad. I didn't look at international dates. I'm waiting and praying for Canada. Hopefully by the time this video is out there are Canadian dates. We're manifesting.
We're manifesting.
Manifesting.
I'll
Taylor
go
to
with
Canada.
you. Like I'm going.
Oh, well, now I'm going to have a team of people.
Oh, okay.
Hell to the yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of my people in my corner are like Taylor for Megan. Taylor for Megan. We're
Megan
manifesting.
needs it.
Megan needs to go to Taylor Swift. So I guess like if I was to loop back the genre, it's like poppy, country, folky. Because she kind of plays music in all sorts
she
of.
does. Yeah.
Her old stuff is all country. Then she went to pop. Then she did like folk albums. And now her most recent album is like a little poppy stuff. But now she's remaking albums.
Right.
I digress.
Mhm.
My favorite songs are Bejeweled, Willow, Enchanted, and Cardigan.
Mhm.
You throw those songs in the car, people are looking at me like that girl is on drugs.
She is.
I am screaming and singing and
She's high off Taylor.
I am high on Taylor. Yeah, it's a thing. So, that's my first question.
Okay, I have one for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What is your favorite meal? Super simple, but I need to know. I don't know.
Like food or like combination of foods to be a meal?
A meal.
A meal. Oh gosh. I wasn't prepared for this. I got it.
Okay.
Pasta.
Oh,
Like
yes.
a basil-y tomato sauce
Okay.
with either really, really tiny spaghetti
Okay, yeah.
or penne
Mhm.
noodles. It has to have spinach in it and sun-dried tomatoes.
All right.
and mushrooms, and it has to be extra saucy. Like I want to use my garlic bread at the end to like scoop up the sauce.
Yes,
out
that
of the
is a
plate.
must on all pasta dishes, I feel like.
I live for pasta. Live.
I actually probably could have guessed that. I could have guessed pasta.
I'm literally debating getting a bowl of spaghetti on as a tattoo on my arm
Wow.
with beets beside it. If you're talking about food, beets are probably my favorite food, but that's a new thing.
Really?
Oh, I love beets.
I don't like beets.
We can't be friends. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Maybe I haven't had them enough or like cooked with them in different ways enough, but yeah.
Pickled beets is like the
Oh,
best.
yeah, that's what I tried last and girl did not like that.
When it makes your poop purple. Because beets make everything purple.
Interesting.
Yeah. Little fun fact for you. Okay, what's your favorite meal?
Pizza?
Pizza. What a classic favorite meal.
Easy.
Now, I know you got some gut issues. Are you doing
Oh.
classic crust and cheese, or are you going like healthy pizza?
No, give me the grease. Give me all the cheese. Give me all the bread. You know, just throw it all in front of me.
She'll pay for it later.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's the thing is, like, yeah, I have stomach issues, but, like, we're just going to deal with it later. Like, it's not going to be a big deal because I already know I'm going to enjoy myself eating the living shit out of this pizza, and I'm going to have the best time.
Now,
So
what are your favorite toppings on this pizza?
Anything.
Pineapples?
Yes.
No.
Throw it on there.
No.
Yes. It gives it a little sweetness. It does.
If you're listening to this on Spotify, we're going to put a poll on the bottom, and I want you to vote. Pineapples on or off of pizza?
All of you better be voting pineapple on pizza.
No.
Or I'm going to come for you.
Just a big wall in the middle already. Oh, that's too funny. Cool. Okay.
Wait, I think I have one more question for you.
I have another question for you. We'll
Okay,
go back and forth.
you go.
Okay, so mine was, what is your favorite genre of movies, and what is your least favorite genre of movies?
Genre?
Yeah.
Okay. I really like thriller movies, but I don't like horror movies.
Oh, okay. So like thrillery,
Like
action mystery, but with no like death, gore, or like scary
blood
jump.
and yeah, like the scary jump scares. No, thank you. And I don't like ghosts, and I don't like paranormal stuff.
Okay, so thrillers are your favorite, and horror is your least favorite.
Yeah.
I would probably have to go the same route. I do love a good mushy rom-com.
Oh yeah, I'm not denying that. I love that too.
I love how the second you see the characters, you're like, I know this is going to end. I know exactly how this movie is going to go. And it unfolds the same way that you think it's going to go. And it's like, all my dreams have come true.
Yeah. But it's such a feel good.
It's
sit
such a
down,
feel good
like,
movie.
After you watch it, you're ready to take on anything, I feel like.
My boyfriend does not want to watch those movies.
Oh, same.
So I have to watch those movies on my own. But do I ever have time to watch an hour and a half to 3 hours of a movie? No. So
we
I
actually
don't watch
watched
them.
I made my boyfriend watch The Other Woman the other day.
That's an older movie, isn't it?
Yes, with Cameron Diaz.
Okay.
And
okay.
yeah, it was really good and it was funny and I made him watch that with me.
And they have their moments and they laugh and you look at them and you're like, I knew you would enjoy this.
Oh, and like I kept looking at him being like, oh my God, you're not on your phone? Like, wow.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Round of applause.
Woo. So good. And then my least favorite would be, I do love horror movies because they just get my adrenaline going and it's so like, this is so intense. However, if there is a jump scare where you turn a corner and there's just this like thing there. Did I not describe a movie to you once that's on Netflix? His House. It is called His House on Netflix, where if you haven't seen this movie and you want to see this movie, not saying that any of you are going to want to see this movie, here's a spoiler, where he there's a hole in the wall and he leans down to look in the wall.
Oh,
and the camera is in the wall looking at him look in, and behind him is this creepy thing with these big eyes standing in the living room staring at him stare in the wall. And I was like, I cried.
I remember you telling me that.
Turn this movie off, we are not watching this. So that kind of stuff No.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no. But like early 2000s Paranormal Activity.
No, thank you.
Yes, please.
No.
Oh, yes.
Mm-mm. Can't do it.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, those were my 2 questions. You got one more?
Here's my question.
I'm ready.
Super simple again. What is your favorite thing to do?
Oh, shit, girl. That is like such a broad question.
Well, I know mine. What's your absolute...
Well, I know mine. What the heck? You're like, haha, got you. What is my favorite thing to do? Well, I have a lot of favorite things to do.
It doesn't have to be something you do every day, because like that's not mine. Like I do mine maybe once a year.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
which kind of sucks, but
My favorite thing to do, I'm just going to like paint a quick day. That would be like,
no, I
it's-
need
it's-
one thing.
I can't give you one thing.
Okay, can I tell you mine first and then you can decide?
Yes.
Mine is horseback riding. I love horseback riding.
Oh my God.
Get me on a horse, get me on a trail, and
We are
living
doing that
my
together.
life.
I swear to God, I was a cowboy. Not a cowgirl, a cowboy in another life.
Oh my God.
No, I swear to God. 'Cause
Why?
Every time I'm on a horse, I'm like, am I a horse whisperer? Like, this animal just listens to me ever so perfectly. And they're so nice to me.
Wow, that's very lovely.
It's great. But yes, I love horseback riding. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be, oh God, I'm still struggling. It keeps coming to me and it's a very general thing, but it's camping.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Being out
to
in nature.
be outside in nature just makes me so
Yeah.
happy.
Mm-hmm.
So happy. I could go off about like waking up and unzipping the tent and like breathing in that fresh air. Like, that moment is so good. Brewing your first cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's
The
so lovely.
campfire.
When you
Mhm.
smell and reek like stinky BO and campfire all weekend long. Yeah, sign me up. I'll do it every day.
I like
Okay.
camping too.
Isn't camping so fun? I have a hole, like the tiniest of holes in my air mattress right now, and I can't find it, and I have to go camping in like 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
So I'm kind of panicking,
You know what you could use is Gorilla Tape.
but I don't know where the hole is.
Oh, well,
'Cause
you're gonna have to blow it
it's
up here
so-
and figure it out.
It's so small that every time I've like felt, I'm like, I don't feel air. So I wonder if it's coming out of the actual pump.
Oh,
but
maybe. Anyways,
I digress. Okay. That's just like a super tiny little synopsis of who we are, what we like, and all those things. You guys will get to know us as episodes go on. We're going to be really vulnerable here. So you're really going to get to know us because this podcast is about being real, raw, and honest.
Yep, you betcha.
So we're cracking the egg open. But a quick synopsis on what this podcast is, what you guys can expect. Do you want to elaborate on this a little bit?
Sure. So basically, we wanted to come together to work on stuff for ourselves, but also to show everyone that we are very real and raw, and we're going to be very honest about like things that we're struggling with, and we just want to make everyone feel better about themselves and have a like better positive mindset. And
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
It's all about like, we live in such a time where there is so much content out there that people are telling you, you should be doing this and you should be reading that and you should be consuming this podcast and watching this documentary and reading this book and talking to these people and going to therapy.
Yeah.
And
It's a lot.
it can feel extremely overwhelming. And I know for myself, that's sometimes why I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to exist and I'm not going to do anything. But then 2 or 3 days later, I'm like, okay, I feel like a blob
Yeah.
and like I'm not doing anything and I need to just do what's best for me.
Mm-hmm.
So here we're going to talk about specific topics. You guys can take and leave whatever you want from here. If it works with your life, if it doesn't, then take it or leave it. We are going to talk about things like hot girl things, you know? Hot girl walks were like a 2020 thing,
Yeah, but like,
but people are still doing it.
Still very important.
Still very
Let's say
important.
that.
We are going to manifest things that you want in your future because that's really important.
Oh yeah.
But most importantly, kind of like what I said earlier in the beginning, it's all about giving yourself grace.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, this is the first time in your life you've ever been in this situation that you're in. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to figure it out. And you have parents and grandparents and coworkers all giving you suggestions on how you should be living your life
Oh, for
and
sure.
the decisions you should be making. But at the end of the day, it's what's best for you.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be so many expectations around you. Like, yeah, exactly, from your grandparents and your parents that are going to come down. But you're going to still have to just figure out what you want to do with your life and not take those expectations with you, because that's not a life worth living.
Exactly. So we're going to ramble on about our lives on this podcast, and we're going to challenge each other to constantly be better. We will update you guys on every weekly episode. We've got little segments like trying to make ourselves 1% better and a little self-care homework that at the end of every episode, we are going to challenge each other on something that we want to keep each other accountable for. And you guys can do that too. You guys can comment down below on what your little self-care challenge is and let us know how that's going. It just feels good sometimes when someone else knows what you're trying to achieve. You almost feel accountable to that person. Like, I'm going to let that person down if I don't do my 2-3 workouts that I said I was going to do. I want them to feel so proud of me when I do it. But you always have to remember that it's for you.
Yes.
Even though they're your accountability partner and it's going to feel good when they're like, yeah, you did it. Great job.
Yeah.
Remember that it's for you. It's for you, you.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like, you can't just be worried about letting that person down that you told whatever to that you're going to do. It's like, you don't want to let yourself down is the main thing. Like, you are doing this for you, because you know that after you do this certain thing, like working out or meditating or stretching, like any of that, you know that that's going to help yourself and help your mind and your physical.
And it's kind of just learning how to get over yourself and just do the damn thing. Sometimes that's the hardest part, is just being like, oh, but scrolling on TikTok and laying in bed is just like so enjoyable right now. I don't really want to work out. And it's just like, bitch, get up, get over yourself and go move your damn body. You can go scroll on your phone after.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be fine.
And that's why we're here too, is like, we're going to like try and help show how to accomplish these things, and not just like, oh yeah, you should do this and you should do this and that. Like, that's, you know, that's going to help yourself feel better. Like, we're going to help you try to stay organized and actually like, yeah, be organized with your goals and stuff, instead of just saying like, yeah, you know, you should go work out, so why don't you?
Yeah, I think you guys get it.
Yeah.
But with that, I do quickly want to touch on, if any people that are watching are people pleasers, I am a people pleaser. I know you have those tendencies as well. We're both really trying to work through those and not always be pleasing people. And that's something that's really, really hard to work through. So that's what else we're going to work through on here.
100%.
You don't got to please everybody.
You don't.
You just got to please yourself.
Just yourself. We're just working on ourselves. Who cares what anyone else thinks?
Like I say, you are the only person in your entire life that you'll spend your entire life with.
Wow, I love that.
You're not going to spend any more time with anyone. Your spouse, your parents, your children, anything. You are the only person for your whole life. So why not make that relationship real nice and real fun?
Right.
Exactly. So that's kind of what you guys can expect on the podcast going forward. We have lots of fun topics going all the way into December. So once a week, every single Thursday, you can tune into where you're tuning in now. YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all these other places. We'll be here.
We'll be here for you.
For you.
For you.
And for us.
And for us.
And for me.
And for me too.
Yes.
Wow. High five.
2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2 high fives. Okay. This next little segment is a segment that we will have every single week. It is our weekly faves, or like a little tip, a little advice, a little life hack, you know, something like that. Now, I don't think we both fully were prepared for this section this week, so we're coming up with ideas on a whim here. Do you want to start or do you want me to go?
I think you should go first because I don't really know.
I don't really know what I have either. Okay, my favorite thing is I've been waking up. I take my dog for a little walk. It is so nice that I have to walk my dog every morning.
Yeah,
It forces me to get outside.
I wish I had a dog.
It's lovely. It's great. So I take him for a little walk in the morning, and then I make my coffee and I sit on the balcony and I read 1 to 2 chapters of my book. I'm currently reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I know I'm late to the game with this book. It's been out for a long time, but so far so good. I'm not blown away yet, but
How far into it are you?
I just crossed the halfway mark.
Oh, okay.
So it's good. It's got its little steamy parts. It's a little ooh la la. But I'm not like blown away. We'll see once the plot twist happens.
So actually the book I'm reading right now is The Mountain Is You. I don't know who it's by.
Brianna West, is it?
Is it?
I so could be wrong.
But anyways, I'm still trying to get into it. It like the chapters are really long and I don't like that. I wish that they were like cut down way shorter. Like they're like 30 pages long.
Oof.
A chapter. So it's really hard. But like I guess I'll just go off of what you said too, is like what I'm trying to do lately is not lay in bed all morning until I have to do something. So I will get up, have a sip of water, maybe put on a YouTube podcast and drink some coffee. And then I will read some of that book. And then, like, I mean, I'm still having a chill morning, but I'm, like, still trying to do things that, you know, like,
feel productive.
And so I'll stretch after that, too. And then I'll meditate. So those are
I
the,
love
like, things in the morning that just set me up for the day. And then, whatever, I'll work out, shower, clean up a little bit, get ready, and then have clients. So I actually have a business out of my house. I do lashes and nails. And so that, I mean, it's perfect because I don't have to leave to go anywhere. So I can kind of like, I mean, like 5 minutes too, like I'm being productive until I have a client.
Set your
kind
own
of thing.
schedule.
Yeah. Like it actually works. It's very nice.
Yeah. So
but
yeah, weekly faves for us, I think, are setting up a nice little morning
routine.
Like there's no need to feel rushed in the morning.
Yeah.
Even when I work, because I do work in an office, and when I get up, I still give myself time to take my dog for a walk, get myself ready for the day, and have 5 minutes to just stand there.
Yeah.
And just breathe.
Yeah.
Before my day starts.
Instead of being like rush, gotta go, and then like you get to work and you feel anxious because you didn't have time to relax in the morning or do the things that you need to do to make sure that you have a good day. And so have a good mindset.
Just set yourself a nice little flow morning.
Yeah.
Speaking of meditating, I haven't meditated in like almost 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be an avid meditator. I meditated, I think, for almost a year consistently. Like in 2019 and 2020, or 2020 to 2021, I meditated every day for almost a year. And then I just fell off the train and never got on. I feel that itch to come back, but I'm not giving myself pressure to I have to show up to it. But I am feeling that itch.
Yeah.
So that'll be maybe my homework.
It definitely helps. That's for sure. Like even if you do it once in a while, even if you start, you don't have to do it every single day at this time. It can just kind of be when you get a chance, but it definitely is a lifesaver.
There's scientific studies on it. So
yeah.
So those are our weekly faves. Do you want to introduce the next little section?
Oh, okay. So we have this game that we love to play. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. She has the box right there.
It's literally the best game ever.
It is the best game. There are some wild questions in there that you would never have thought of on your own. And so there's 3 sections. What we're going to do is pick 5 cards from each section, and then we're going to ask one of those cards.
So in this game, level 1 is all about perception, and there are white cards and red cards. Red cards are like wild cards, and some of the wild cards are like, call someone right now and tell them this, and it's like, oh my gosh. But it's to practice getting you out of your comfort zone, because if you all know that little diagram with all the circles, when you pass your comfort zone, you experience a little bit of discomfort, but past that discomfort is growth.
Wow.
So you got to be uncomfortable in order to grow. And that's
It's
why
so
sometimes
true.
people
It's
don't
so
grow, because they're like, I'm
'Cause they're stuck.
cozy.
Being comfortable.
I'll go first.
Okay.
What do you think I'm most likely to splurge on?
Oh my God, everything. Just calling you out over here, but
I know.
sorry. Like a specific thing.
I know the answer in my head on where I spend the most money.
Plants.
No, I'm a terrible plant mom.
Oh,
I'm lucky to have these things alive.
wow.
These are real.
Well, you're doing a great job, as so far I can see.
They're struggling. They're thirsty. Do you want me to tell you? Or you want to have one more guess?
Trips.
Recently,
Yeah.
trips.
Yeah.
But like in general, Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
Amazon gets me every time I'm influenced by a single product. I Amazon it, throw it in my cart, and I'm like, I want to purchase that. It's bad.
so hard.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
Same question for you. What are you most likely to splurge on? Clothing.
Like yes and no. I don't know. I just bought a bunch of new clothes, but I don't always buy new clothes. I think it's more, oh no, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's going out to eat and drink.
Like on a Friday night, because you're like, it's Friday. And
Exactly.
you only live once.
Exactly. And it's summertime and the sun is out and I need a patio. Give me a drink and give me a patio.
It's literally our excuse for everything.
Everything.
Don't take a financial advice from us.
No, that's one thing that
We
don't
like
listen.
We like to
us
spend
for.
money. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. Do I look kind? Explain.
Okay, we've definitely talked about this story before, but when we first met each other, I thought, that's such a bitch. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be friends with that
Which
girl.
is so funny because I thought the same thing about you.
No. And then we just kind of started working together, and we discovered, wow, we're like practically the same person.
Yeah. Like the first day we worked together, we couldn't stop talking.
And
like
then we
it was
worked together, I think, for 6 months, and we got no work done.
No, exactly. It was like, okay, I'm going to put my headphones in and do 5 minutes of work, and then we can get back to what we were talking about. Okay? Okay.
2 minutes later, hey, I have something to say to you. Yeah, it was
Good
really
times.
bad. But that's so funny. But now that I know you,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, you're the kindest person ever.
Yeah.
You always put other people's consideration into your
I try
consideration. It's just so lovely.
Do I have RBF though? Resting bitch face?
BF. So the little age difference is definitely going to show sometimes, because I have no fucking clue what RBF means. Oh well, resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. But it's
Really?
like a confidence thing, I think.
Okay.
It's like, you think you're more confident than me, I am more confident. But then as soon as that person's like, hi, I'm so nervous to meet you, you're like, hi, welcome, come sit down.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's have a shot together.
Yeah.
Do I have resting bitch face?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No.
I do have judgy face though. Sometimes when I look at people, I'm like, it's not like resting bitch face. It's more just like, I think I'm judging this person.
Yeah.
And I got to catch myself on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Level 2 is connection.
2. Okay. How would you describe the feeling of being in love in one word?
Jesus, Murphy. Drunk.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
I
word.
am definitely a like drunk in love kind of person. I have had many relationships, and many of them I was very much in love with that person.
Yeah.
Very much in love to the point that I thought that person was going to be my forever. And Sometimes it was sunshines and rainbows, and sometimes it was the darkest of days you could possibly think about. And I always thought those dark days are just, that's what relationships are about.
Right. Yeah.
You learn
have
to climb through the dark days.
Work through those.
You learn to work through them.
Yeah.
Marriage is all about doing that. And I go into a relationship with the thought and expectation of marriage. So even though I'm boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm treating this person as though it's like a husband, wife level. Is that a toxic thought pattern to maybe have? Slightly.
Yeah.
However, I've always been that way. So when you're drunk, you know, you go through these ups and downs of like, this is the best night ever, to throwing up in your toilet at 2 a.m. and you're like, why do I make these stupid decisions in my life?
Yeah.
So drunk is probably the best way to describe. And I just quickly have to say that if you are in a relationship where you have that same thought process, that if we just get through this dark pattern, if we just climb together to get through the other side, but you just months and months and months go by, you feel like you're climbing out yourself and your partner's kind of just not really doing anything. I'm not giving relationship advice to specific relationships out there, but you really need to reflect on that relationship and figure out what's healthy and what's not. Because I've spent long time with a lot of people that were not good for me. So that's my little synopsis.
Yeah.
I'm probably in the healthiest relationship I've ever been in my entire life. And sometimes I'm like, are you real? Are you like a simulation?
Yeah. Well, that's what happens.
It's crazy. Okay, how would you describe love?
I would say comfortable.
Ooh,
which
yeah.
I mean, sometimes I feel like some people would say comfortable, or like would hear comfortable and just think like there's no need to work on things, but I mean it in the way that I can be my complete self with this person and nothing else matters. Like I can be my full complete self. I can be the silliest person ever, I could say the stupidest things, and they will love me from day in day out. And I think I
love that.
Yeah.
That's what you want from a relationship.
Yeah.
You just want to feel authentically yourself, and vice versa. You want your partner to feel like themselves.
Oh, for sure.
And sometimes when my boyfriend says jokes, I look at him like, what? But I laugh after, because I'm just like, you really are so funny. I don't find that funny. But like in general, that's funny. That's funny. So yeah, relationships are tough. They're tough.
They are tough.
They're messy.
Even like the healthy ones are still tough. You
Oh,
still
yes.
got to work through things.
You still got to work through shit. What is your father's name? And tell me one interesting thing about him. I've only met him once this summer. And he was, twice. Twice I've met him now. At your cabin and at the Rider game.
Right.
And he is just the cutest little man ever.
Shout out to Rob.
Rob. Yes. Hey, Rob.
Which is funny. My mom's name is Rhonda, so it's Rob and Rhonda. Yep.
That is so cute. Okay, one interesting thing about him.
Oh my God.
Or a story that you have.
Okay, well, I'll just say this. He is the most hardworking man I have ever met. He's had 3 jobs for as long as I've known him.
Like 3 jobs at one time?
Yep. Like still does. He's a manager at one. Like he makes pretty good money at one, and the rest are kind of just like, side jobs to help out. And yeah, like I've always known him to be the guy that wakes up at 3:00 in the morning to get ready for work, to go do his other jobs before his main job. And he's just a go guy. And even at the lake, we have a little seasonal trailer camper that we go to, and even if he's out there, he can't relax. Like he's just the type of man to just always needing to do something.
Is that just men sometimes though? Like older men?
I think older men, yeah.
Older men, for sure.
Yeah.
Once they cross that 40-year-old threshold, they just like work.
Yeah, nonstop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Your dad is so nice. He's so kind.
He's the nicest person ever.
Yeah. Oh, and
Love
your
him.
mom. Love your mom.
Yeah.
Love her.
Both of them.
Okay, so my dad's name is Scott. And again, he is the hardest working person. He also is a kind of guy that doesn't give no shits about anything. He's the type of parent that he's like, oh, that's your life and those are your choices and that doesn't affect me. So all hell to ya. And it's just really nice to have a parent that fully just supports in a different way where he doesn't share his opinion unless I ask for it.
Yeah, right.
And he's a total like dad's dad. Like anytime I need him to come and fix something or build something or buy something or mechanical, he is there. He will show up.
Same with my dad.
So cheers to our dads.
Cheers to our dads.
You know, dads sometimes don't get enough love.
They don't. On to the third.
And this one is reflection. Based on what you learned about me today, does my social media accurately reflect who I am? Why or why not?
I think so. I think it does. Well, I guess because I want to say, like, you're very productive and you're very into, like, the positive mindset. And I think you do post a lot of stuff that go in towards that. Like, I think today you even posted, were you on, like, with a walk with Chewy or?
Yeah, this morning
with your
I
dog?
was.
Yeah.
I posted on my story. We're learning how to chill the fuck out in new surroundings and just, like, sit and stay. And not always having to, like, be doing something outside.
Yeah.
So he's getting better, but it's still just a practice thing. Something about my social media that I've struggled with my entire life is I compare myself to other people on social media and I have imposter syndrome where I feel like sometimes when I'm posting photos or captions, I'm like, is that really me? Does that really reflect who I am?
I go through that too.
And it's like social media is meant to be a broad, general glimpse of just a little piece of who you are.
Yeah.
And we get so caught up in the fact that social media has to be everything about who we are and our entire life. One photo and one caption cannot encapsulate all those things.
Yeah.
So I'm still working through that as a 29-year-old adult. I am still working through.
Sometimes I just want to delete it altogether. Actually all the time.
Bro, I go through that probably 2 or 3 times a week. I got rid of Facebook because I was like, something's got to go.
And I know that you like removed Instagram for a while to take a little break recently.
So what I like to do is when I'm feeling socially overwhelmed with social media, especially getting sucked into Instagram Reels, I don't use TikTok. So if I ever use the term TikTok, I'm talking about Instagram Reels, but it's the same thing.
I'm on TikTok, FYI.
I get sucked into it. I'll spend hours scrolling, comparing my life. So then what do? I delete the app off my phone. I feel lost for probably 2 days, but then I feel so much better.
Oh, yeah, because you're not comparing yourself to anyone or anything online.
Human beings were not meant to be on social media.
No.
But this is the world, and this is why we're here. We're on here, because this is just the way the world whiz. Whiz is. Whatever. Oh, gosh. Okay. Your social media. What was the question again? I got it. Based on what I learned about you, does your social media accurately reflect? So you have 2 social media accounts. You have your personal account and your business page. Your personal account, you don't really post a whole lot.
I don't.
But you post when you're doing really like fun, cool things.
Yeah, I guess that's what I save my posts for a lot of times. And sometimes I'll post on my story randomly.
Like what you're doing if you're on the boat or at the lake.
Yeah, like if it's like aesthetic and I'm having a good time and it's good vibes and
But I love your personal page. It's really fun. And your personal page goes back from a long time ago when you were younger, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then your business page totally reflects your business, obviously, because that's what it's about. But I love all your little captions and your little inspirational quotes.
Thank you.
It's going to be fun. If you guys are following us on Instagram, our social media manager right here.
I'm right here.
She is your girl.
Yeah.
If you ever see a caption with incorrect grammar or spelling,
it's not me.
It's me. I will be the one that posts
Megan.
that.
Megan, for sure.
And she'll correct me.
You know what she put on our notes?
Oh, God.
she meant to put holy shit, and she spelled it Holly. Holly shit. Here we go.
It's holly jolly shitness. That's what this is right now. Terrible speller, you guys.
And I mean, there's many more, but we're just not gonna talk about those.
No, she doesn't. She'll embarrass me off camera
Yeah.
some more. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
let me
what's
tell
yours?
you. What do you recommend I let go of, if anything? I know this is deep. I will take a sip.
I'm just trying to think of like all the conversations we've had, like our venting sessions when we're really venting. Like, what is it that you're so frustrated about? That could be something that's just like, I just gotta freaking shake it off.
I honestly can't even think of what I would tell myself. So
Well, I could go on a list of all the things that I should fix about myself, but that's not what we're supposed to do. Give me a second. Let me like really think.
okay.
I'm like, my brain keeps repeating the like people pleasing aspects of things,
Yeah.
but I feel like you're getting there. Like over the time of getting to know you, I
Mhm.
can see that piece of you growing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's because I'm taking a little bit of myself and trying to reflect that in, but just constantly reminding yourself that other people's opinions of what you do and your choices, your relationship, your career choice that you're choosing, this podcast of us doing this together, it doesn't give a shit. It doesn't matter what other people think. It's what you like. It's what you want.
Yes. That it definitely is something I'm working through, for sure. Not trying to please
But
everyone and just
honestly, I feel like that's and then your consistency with reading.
Oh, yes.
Because I know you say, and you did say that earlier, that you're like, I want to read every day and I try to read every day, but like shit happens, life happens. We totally get that. But that's like an easy one. Like,
I'm really trying to read this, like The Mountain Is You book, but it's been hard. I started it over a month ago and I'm only on chapter 3, and yeah, like but I know that it's going to be good for me, and I know that I'm going to take a lot from it. So I know that I should be doing it, but it's hard. It's hard.
Okay, what about me?
What
What do I gotta let go of?
um
I'm nervous.
a lot of times I feel like your fear sets in a lot, and I have a quote that I have in my notes, and let me just tell you.
Are you gonna make me emotional?
It's nothing. This is what it is. This is something that you need to tell yourself.
Okay.
I don't even remember what the question was. What do you recommend I let go of, if anything? And I would say fear, even though I know that's not easy. But one thing, when it sets in your brain, this is what you should tell yourself. That's just fear talking. It'll pass. Right?
Seriously.
That's all you have to say to yourself. And you're
Dude.
like, you're like,
And
oh, you know what? It is.
You know what? I've said something along those lines to myself for so long.
Yeah.
We've been friends for probably 2-ish years now.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else has ever followed me personally on social media, you've known my story. I've been trying to chase after some kind of like social media growth since I was 22 years old, and I'm 29. And you saying that fear is the thing that holds me back, just from me telling you stories. It literally is that. And I'm trying to figure out, what am I afraid of? Because it's not failure, because I failed how many times before. I know what failure feels like. So I read one time that it was like, you're afraid of success. You're afraid of what success looks like. You visualize of what you want it to look like, but you've never actually been past that stepping stone of the ceiling that you've hit, that you don't know what the other side looks like. And that's super scary. But you know what down looks like. You've fallen down 100,000 times before. You've let yourself down. You've let other people down. You've told people the same stories over and over again. And you're like, shitty feeling. You cry at night.
Yep.
You ask yourself a lot of life questions. However, you still crave whatever is up there. You crave that, but you're so afraid of what that is. I've been working through that for a long time.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? That you're not afraid of failure, but you're afraid of what
Do you think
could be.
too is like when you get to the top, like where your success journey leads you to, do you think you're scared of also getting to that point and then being like, oh shit, like I feel like I have to do more, or I have to so like that's also
I think-
scary.
So two things. I am afraid of, what if I get to where I'm at and that's it? What if that's as far as I can go? Which I know deep down that that's not the answer. There's you can always go up and up and up and right and left and all sorts of different directions. The other thing is, what if I get up there and I'm so successful and have all this money that I've ever wanted, and I'm living this life and I just don't feel happy?
Yeah, that's kind of what I think I was getting at.
And that goes with the fear that I'm feeling today, that I need to find gratitude for the things that I have right now.
Yes, that's for sure.
The couch, be thankful for this.
Mhm.
All the stuff that's in this
Yep.
room right now, feel the utmost gratitude for. And linking back to meditation, daily meditation and journaling really helps with those things, because when you're grateful for what you have, the universe will just bring you more. And sometimes you don't even notice the more. You're like, oh, all of a sudden this new thing is in my life, and I'm so grateful that it's here.
Yep.
And I'm still grateful for my craft dinner supper last night and my $9 Walmart tank top. We don't always have to have everything and all the best things.
And especially like luxurious stuff. Like it can just be the little things that you can be grateful and thankful for.
I need to go on a little influencer tangent for a quick second.
Okay.
So I love a good influencer, a little good YouTube, Instagram influencer where she shares her Princess Polly hauls, her Abercrombie, her Lululemon, all the top brand hauls that she's doing. And she's doing them once a week. Like, she's literally wearing different outfits every single day, getting PR from Sephora and Rare Beauty and all these big top brands. And I'm like, wow, to live that life would just be so unreal. But I'm like, is that my reality? No.
Yeah. You have to give yourself a reality check.
Reality check. I am a Shoppers Drug Mart makeup buyer, and I am a Walmart, maybe Urban Planet.
Yep.
Like, I don't have, but I need to be grateful for what I have. I can still live in the mindset of these like ritzy ditzy influencers and be like, wow, I feel like an influencer and I feel amazing and sparkly and bedazzled and I feel rich and have that rich mentality. But you don't have to spend that kind of money. And you don't have to have all those things every time. You can wear the same fucking shirt twice a week.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll survive.
I do that all the time.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're not really strangers.
That was fun.
We are going to play this game probably once a week, and we're going to definitely find some other games to play along these lines.
If there's any games that you guys think that we should play, let us know in the comments, because we're totally open to it.
Yeah. Anything that opens up that vulnerability curtain.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We are just ripping the curtain back.
Yep.
Okay, our last little segment. Are you ready?
Yep.
It's the little self-care challenge homework la-di-da. Well, I don't know. Do you know what you want to do?
Yes, I think so. So one of the things that I've been struggling with lately is that it's summertime now, and all my habits that I have implemented before the summer are out the window. And now I'm trying to figure out how to get that back on track, even though I'm so busy and it's nice out and I want to go for drinks on a patio and I don't want to do any of the things.
And spend all the money that we don't have.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like give it all to me. I don't want to meditate or stretch or work out. I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. So
one thing.
Okay.
One thing. What do you want to do?
Oh, one thing.
One, not a general. You need one specific thing.
Well, I'd like to get like my morning routine back on track.
So what does that look like?
Like that would be the getting up, chilling for a tiny bit, watching like a good YouTube podcast, and then meditating, stretching, reading a little.
Ooh, I have a tip.
Having a healthy breakfast, and then go on with my day.
What if you got up, meditated first, then threw on, because you like video podcasts on YouTube.
I do.
and stretched while you watch the video podcast.
Oh, I like that idea.
So you get your meditation out of the way.
Right.
Then you do stretching and
Yeah.
podcast at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you eat your breakfast and have your coffee while you finish your podcast.
Yeah.
And then when that podcast is done, you go on with your
Okay.
day.
Thank you. Thank you. I really like that.
So how many
plan.
days in a week do you want to successfully do that?
4.
Okay. 4.
You know, because sometimes, a lot of times Fridays are my days to, hopefully I don't have clients. I mean, I like sometimes will schedule clients on Fridays, but for the summer, for the most part, I've tried not to. And I've tried to kind of keep Fridays as like my self-care day, maybe hop on the computer, do some research, you know, for the podcast or whatever other notes and stuff I need to organize. And
So you want to do consistently Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
yeah,
Oof.
yeah,
Okay.
we're doing it.
I'm gonna keep
telling
you
you
accountable.
right here.
We're gonna write down our goals on our little whiteboard here, and she'll write them down to keep them on her like fridge, nightstand, or whatever,
Yeah.
to keep ourselves accountable.
Yep.
Because of the fact that we both have a challenge, I'll tell you mine in a second. We're gonna see who can. We're also a little competitive, so who's gonna do better at their challenge?
Okay.
That'll give
I
you
love
some
a little
incentive-
competition. Oh my
Compe-
god, we both can't talk.
It's all fun. It's all fun. So that'll be a little more incentive to be
Yes, I like
accountable
that.
to
Yeah.
get this done. So my little self-care challenge, 1% better.
I think a lash just fell down on my face, and sometimes that happens, and I'm
Oh,
like, is that a
no.
bug or is that a lash?
When you just
I
get your
hope it was a
lashes
lash.
done, I would probably be like, ugh, they're all falling out now.
It happens. It's fine. Sorry. Go on.
What is mine? Oh. Recently, I have been trying to write down like 3 things that I have to do in a day. One's like a workout. One is now it'll be podcast related, like edit, create a thumbnail, all the little behind the scene things that I got to do.
Yeah.
And as well as I have my own personal YouTube channel that has to have stuff done. And then a financial thing.
Oh.
Or like a house cleaning thing or something like
Yeah.
that. So I'm trying to complete all 3. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I do great. I do great. I finish Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I flop so hard. So I feel like I want to be consistent on my 3 to-dos for 5 days a week.
Okay.
It can be whichever 5 days. Like I'm
Okay.
not going to force myself to pick that it has to be
Yeah. That's
Monday
good.
to Friday.
That's good.
It just has to be for 5 consecutive days. I have to have 3 check marks for those 3 important must-do tasks.
Okay.
But the tasks go from read 20 pages, do a workout,
Yeah.
take Chewy to the trail.
But just things
Or-
that you know are going to set you up for a good day.
Yeah. I'll talk about this in a future episode. We might do an entire episode on this, on mapping, which is your massive
Yeah.
action plan. I did talk to you about this.
Yeah.
You break down things to make it easy and manageable.
Oh, it's pretty crazy, but like, boy, that like it.
If
it's
you're
gonna
super
help.
curious, definitely Google it. I will leave a link to the YouTube video that I watched down below for you guys, so you guys can check out a video of that. But we'll do a whole episode on mapping of things. Any hoozle.
I've
Levi
never heard that
always
before.
laughs when I say
I've
that.
Never heard that before.
Because it's like any who, but I say any hoozle. I always think
I
of
love
like
that.
what are the characters called in the Grinch? The Whoville.
Oh.
I don't know what they're called, but anyways, when I say any hoozle, I think of them
Oh my
every
God,
time,
hilarious.
and it's just so
I
funny.
love that.
So 3 tasks a day is what I have to achieve, and I want to do those 5 days in a week.
Good.
So next time we meet up,
Okay.
we're gonna chat about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here with us and watching and listening. And
we love you so much.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things.
we can't wait to get into the nitty gritty of how to take care of yourself and have the best mindset and be the best version of yourself. Like,
We're gonna have so much
it's
fun.
going to be a journey.
Okay, bye.
Bye.